Romans chapter 12, I believe verse number 19b says, "Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, I will repay." Hey, I'm excited to share with you once again in Talks with Tillett, to share with you a little bit, just for a few moments, in regards to our series of teaching on forgiveness. I think forgiveness is a powerful weapon or tool to use against any adversary. It also helps you to overcome many of the physical ailments that you experience in your life. Forgiveness does. What it does is it gives you the opportunity to release the stress and the strain and the pain of life. I think one of the challenges that we have as it relates to forgiveness is wanting to make sure that whoever wronged us gets paid back, or at least they suffer just as much as we have suffered ourselves. But we just shared with you what the Romans text declares or suggests to us as it relates to what should be done to someone who has wronged us. What we ought do is put it in the hands of God. Not that we're going to sick God on anyone, but we're going to allow God to fight our battles for us. We're going to put it completely into God's hands. Yeah, I think it's something that we need to talk about, because I believe that most of us who have been wronged or hurt by someone, we want to get them back. That's a natural human response to do what? Jack somebody up who did something to us. But we have to practice that principle of forgiveness, because there is a unique power that's found in it. When you say a unique power, Pastor, what are you talking about? There's a unique authority or an ability that lies within us that helps us to move beyond the pain and brokenness that we experience by way of what somebody has done to us. Listen, I know that there's at least one person that I'm talking to right now that you're holding on to something, and really what you've been holding on to has really weighed you down. Listen, and in most instances, it's not somebody that we don't care about. Because typically if somebody does something wrong to us that we don't care about, or somebody that it was someone that we came into contact with that we never really interact with, we can pretty much move beyond that. But when it's a family member, when it's a close friend or somebody that's in your brother or sister circle that did something to you, we have a way of holding on to it because we're constantly in some type of contact or communication with them, or we're connected to someone who's connected to them, which constantly keeps the conversation of that person or that person themselves within our view, within our I'll just say the word, within our view. We see them. We're able to interact with them. And so that what they did is constantly in our thoughts. It's constantly on our minds, and it's constantly weighing us down, that pressure on us. And I just came by here to say that it's time for us to let it go. It's time for us to move to another level. It's time for us to raise ourselves to a level of awareness to move beyond the bleakness of the madness that we're carrying because of what somebody else did to us, so that we can be free. We want to be free. We want to move beyond the mess. We want to be free. And the only way that you can be free, my beloved, is to forgive them. Gotta forgive them. Time to forgive, and it's time to move on. I know I'm talking to somebody today, you're ready to do it, but you feel that if you do that, then that person wins. Look, it's not about winning and losing. It's really about your sanity and your survival. It's about you moving beyond this pain that you're holding on to, that list of wrongs that people have done that's causing some of the sickness and the chaos in your life and in your mind. Listen, let it go. It's time to forgive. It's time to move on. I want you to do this week. I want you to find somebody that hurt you. I want you to find somebody that did, as we would say, did you dirty or did you wrong. And I want you to forgive them. Not necessarily for them, but for you, so that you can move beyond the pain, that you can move beyond some of the physical ailments that you struggle with in your life. I want you to be able to go back, like we said in Bible study, to your next doctor's visit, and for the doctor to say, oh my goodness, the numbers are down, your blood pressure's down, you're moving around, you can bend a lot better now. And the doctor says to you, look, you've been taking your medication. You say, yeah, I may have been taking my medication, but I forgave someone. That weight is no longer on me anymore. Now I can breathe. Now I can move. Now I can do those things that God has called me to do, so that I can live a better life and be prosperous and successful in Christ Jesus. Listen, all I want to talk to you today about is forgive. And I want you to do that this week. Find somebody to forgive. And then maybe we can have a conversation on how blessed your life is because you took the time to forgive someone. Listen, God bless you. And let's talk a little bit more about this forgiveness thing when we come together on next week.